like a voice inside my head. It's like a fight that I cannot win it. I'm falling, frustrated, intoxicated. I know I'm losing myself. I can't take it anymore. But I'm not done. I'm not done. I won't give up until the end. But I won't fall. I'll stand awake. To know it's not over, even if I'm closer to the edge. It's like a noise that intensifies, like a wave I'm riding from. It's like a hit that brings me down. I'm falling. Exhausted, gonna drop dead. I know I'm wasting my breath. I can't fake it anymore. But I'm not done. I'm not gone. I won't give up until the end. But I won't fall. I'll stand awake. 'Cause I know it's not over, even if I am closer to the edge. Inside, just wanna close my eyes. This mess is mine. I know I shouldn't hide. I remember the time when I thought it was nothing. Now I'm skipping me softly as I'm getting closer to the I'm not gone. I won't give up until the end. But I won't fall. I'll stand awake. 'Cause I know it's not over, even if I am closer to the edge.
Hello, hello. Little short stream tonight. Short. I say short. Last time I said short, I think it ended up being a 9-hour stream. Which, to be fair, sounds about right for me. About how things would go. I can't do that tonight though. It has to be short. So we're doing Magic the Gathering stuff. I got a few. My chair is very squeaky. It's probably picking up on the mic, which I don't like that. I personally don't like that, and I'm not the one that's hearing it through that. But yes, we're gonna open a few packs. By few packs, I mean 5. I got a small assortment of some recent stuff, and yeah, we're just gonna upgrade. We're actually going to have a dedicated stream to upgrade the decks from last year's charity stuff. And I'll also try and do the upgrades, like put them in on their pages on Archidect. So that way I don't forget. And yeah. This is not the major stream for the month. That already happened. My initial time playing Temtem. I would have played it again tonight, but the game is in an interesting spot right now where I've been playing on my own and I'm not happy with it. It's perfectly fine. It's more so just like, ugh, they did one of those things. And I'm just not into that kind of game progression type thing, or like essentially there's a point where you get to the next island and there's an imposter that is going around under your name causing mayhem, and you're essentially captured by the island guards, and they take away all your stuff, and you break out and have to use a temporary team. And it's not bad. It's more so just like, I want my stuff back. I want my stuff back, and I'm not gonna be fully enjoying myself until I get my stuff back. So I'm gonna play until I get my stuff back in the game, and that's when I'll probably do another Temtem stream. But anywho, if we're gonna go over yeah, I might as well. Extra life stuff, just cause why not? Any donations gets your name on a origami moth and placed taped up here. Or should that fill up in the spaces down there or there, wherever I can find space and it looks nice. And when the time comes, when I figure it out, I'll be wearing a shirt that'll have the origami moths pinned to them. Not those ones specifically. Maybe. I haven't decided yet. And then any donation that's $20 or more gets you entered into all but one, technically all but two of the giveaways, which includes Lego Minecraft sets, Lego Mario starter courses, board games, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon cards. We have a quote-unquote classic boys and classic girls bundles coming. The boys bundle is pretty much done. I just gotta get the picture for it, and we're still working on the girls bundle. There's a plushie bundle that I just got recently, so that's another thing that's almost ready to have its picture posted. But I did say there's two giveaways that it doesn't enter you into. One is the commander decks, which again, we'll be upgrading on the stream. Those are specifically a $10 entry, and on the donation page you can find that. Just because each individual deck is being given away separately, and including all that with the other giveaways is a bit of a hassle to try and work with. So, but I mean, there's another thing that's going to be happening next week that I'm going to have to explain all this again. So, but the in-person event is the easiest way to sign up for them. What else? Oh yes, back to the, so $20 gets you entered into everything except the commander decks and one other thing. $30, a $30 or more donation enters you into all the previous giveaways, minus the commander decks. But it also enters you in for a Nintendo Switch, OLED, OLED, however you want to pronounce it. So if you don't have a Switch somehow at this point and want one, or you know someone that doesn't have one, here's your opportunity to donate to a good cause and also potentially win that Switch. It's still buried back there. The next major stream is when I'll get all the stuff out again and show it all off, but I will be showing off the commander decks tonight, obviously, to some degree. There's the Sour Mouth donation, so $12.34, and I have to down a pack of sour candy, and I will continuously regret my life choices doing so. You can donate $15 to get an art print of your choice from 6 different variations, 3 of which are Pokemon, 3 of which are my Bionicle Fantasy series, and whenever another Pokemon art made on the art streams is done, it'll be available as well. Same for any of the Bionicle Fantasy stuff, but that one's less guaranteed to happen on a stream. But everything is subject to update, but nothing taken away, just added to. What else? There's a $15 donation for the Minecraft wall, which honestly will probably be the next. If it's not the next big stream, it'll be the one. It'll be it. Like if it's not the big stream for March, it'll be the big stream for April, maybe May. Within the next 3 months, that'll be the next big stream. But you donate $15 and you get to choose an item to put a frame in Minecraft. Like I have to go out and either find it and or craft it, and yeah, no impossible items is really the only stipulation. I obviously ask you be nice and not ask for like end game type stuff like the Ender Dragon mask or like an end rod or whatever, but like that I technically can't stop you from. But yeah, they're. I feel like I'm always forgetting something. If I'm forgetting anything, I'm sure it's on the the fundraiser page, or if you're watching on Twitch, down below there's a widget specifically for Extra Life, and when you click to donate, it should bring up all the incentive options, or at least all the ones that are available. There's one or two that are only for game day, like extending the stream by an hour, simply because that is specifically a 12-hour stream, and I'm allowing it to be continued for a maximum of an extra 12 hours. Prove me wrong, I don't think it's gonna happen. What else? I don't think there's anything else. I'm just gonna jump into opening some packs, because I feel like that's probably the most exciting part of the night. And yet there's all the decks. Technically one of them is hidden by my camera. So I got some Eldraine set packs and a couple Karlov play boosters. Why specifically those? Because I'm looking for some skeleton cards from this and anything good out of these, or Ariat. I guess Ariat's also good, but any of the good enchantments or Ariat. So we have 3 of these packs. We'll start with those. So we have, I don't remember you. That's right, camera. I keep having to move the camera because of different layout orientations. We have a basic land. Got a naughty. Ooh, I think we have a foil enchantment back there. Cheeky house mouse. Twisted witch. Oh yeah, and chat is open. I probably should bring that up, just in case anyone wants to chat. Okay, we have a Tangled Colony. If it'll focus at all, please, I beg of you. Here we go. Tangled Colony. A creature rat 3/2 for 1 and a black. Can't block. And when it dies, create X 1/1 black rat creature tokens with this creature can't block, where X is the amount of damage dealt to it this turn. Okay, so it has to die, but essentially you want a lot of damage to be dealt to this thing. Oh, wrong thing. And a Garrick's Uprising. Garrick's Uprising is always good. It's an uncommon, but I'll read it anyway because it's good. Enchantment for 2 and a green. When it ETBs, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, draw a card. Creatures you control have trample. And whenever a creature with power 4 or greater ETBs under your control, draw a card. It is a good enchantment in green decks. And then Hatching Plans. Hey, rat token. I can actually use one of those. I'm building a rat deck, but I'm not putting in any rat colonies or relentless rats. None. Not even one. I'm building a rat deck that specifically is not meant to be one of those decks. Okay, that looks horrifying. Ooh, we got another one of those mountains. I could use one of those for Magda. I like these mountains in my Magda deck. Just because it's dwarves and mines and yeah. I mean, it fits. That's horrifying. Okay, I'm seeing it's two different people. I thought it was one person, which made it horrifying. Now it's just weird. Okay, ego drain. I'm just gonna set that aside because I want that. Anything. Ooh, we got one of the courts. So, Court of Ardenvale, an enchantment for 2 white. When it ETBs, you become the monarch. Beginning of your upkeep, return target permanent card, mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to your hand. If you're the monarch, return that permanent card to the battlefield instead. Okay. Horned Lock Whale. Creature whale with flash and ward 2, 6/6 for 4 blue. When it ETBs tapped unless it's your turn. And it has an adventure, Lagoon Breach. Instant adventure for 1 in blue. The owner of target attacking creature you don't control puts it on the top or bottom of their library. Okay. Maybe Spreading Seas. Oh, we got a nice foil Rowan. A Rowan, Scion of War. Legendary creature, Human Wizard. 4/2 with Menace for 1 black-red. Tap, spells you cast this turn are that are black and or red cost X less to cast, where X is the amount of life you lost this turn. Activate only as a sorcery. Interesting. Oh hey, Crystalline Crawler. As the list card. Enters with a 1/1 counter on it for each color among mana spent to cast it. It's a 1/1 for 4, by the way. Remove a 1/1 counter from it to add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool, and tap to put a 1/1 counter on Crystalline Crawler. Okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. And the last pack. Wait. That's a set booster. Where's... Wait a minute. Something's wrong. I don't have an art card. What? I don't have... I got a crappy deformed common. I got a deformed common. Like, yes, it is bent and warped and... What? I mean, this card doesn't have indestructible and +1/+0. It apparently grants it, though. Wow. That's weird. Really weird. Alright. Yeah, I don't know what to think of that. Food Fight. An enchantment for 1 in a red. Artifact you control of 2, sack this artifact. It deals damage to any target equal to 1 plus the number of permanents named Food Fight you control. Okay. Oh, Great Oromancy. not foil. An enchantment for 1 and a white. Other enchantments you control have Shroud. Enchanted creatures you control have Shroud. Enchantment and enchanted creatures you control. Okay. Ooh, and an Extraordinary Journey foil. An enchantment for XX blue. When it enters the battlefield, exile up to X target creatures for each of those cards. Its owner may play it for as long as it remains exiled. Whenever one or more non-token creatures enter the battlefield, if one or more of them entered from exile or was cast from exile, you draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn. It's not bad. And we got roll tokens. Okay, I got notifications for things. What? Ooh, we got a donation. Got a donation. Hold up. Ooh, we got a $31 donation from my buddy Nick. Thank you. Thank you so much. It is moth time. And you know what? We have the perfect framing overlay thing. I don't know. Right now. So I probably should have asked you your favorite color because I know you said you were going to donate. Let's see. A green, and I have what is technically blue. How about we go for a red? Or I guess in like an autumnal colors. Fall colors? Yeah, fall colors. We'll just call it that. So, our colors. And a quick folding. I've made enough of these now. It is second nature. And as a reminder, people, that $30 donations, $30 or more, and not just through a donation incentive, just plain donating $30 or more enters you into all the giveaways, minus the commander decks, and for including the Nintendo Switch OLED. So congrats, Nick, you are entered into all the giveaways, and that includes the Nintendo Switch. Oh, I just realized y'all can't. Y'all weren't seeing what I was doing. Okay. Okay, now it's admittedly more difficult when I have to hold it in front of me like this. But you know what? That's fine. That's fine. Actually, if I were to just, oh, that's. I think that's why. Yeah, that's why. Okay. No wonder it was weird. The thing was an extra fold down, an extra click down. Okay. I was still doing it off stream. The folding origami. Whatever have you want to call it. Doing the paper shenanigans. And then that backside, yes, that is the backside. Okay. Here's the tape. Alright. Fold over. I don't have to say this all out loud, but for some reason, because I'm streaming, I am. It's apparently when you stream, you're supposed to talk a lot, or at least talk and be entertaining. If you've watched any of my streams before, you know, maybe, that I don't talk a lot. I try to be more vocal, but I am usually not a very vocal person. At least in person. Okay. Your name's kind of covered up by the rest of the body, but you know what? That's fine. That's fine. Your name is still on there, and you've donated. Good cause. Thank you so much. You are going right here. Perfect. Thank you so much. I will. When I'm streaming, I obviously I should remember, but yeah, I'll make sure to jot your name down for the giveaways, and specifically for the Switch giveaway too. I keep reiterating that. Back to packs. I'm still baffled by this thing. I have to tell the game store that when I go in again, that's what happened. Like, not even because I want a replacement pack or replacement art card or anything. I just want to tell them how much that messed with my head. Alright, so now we're opening the play boosters. So we have an escape tunnel. Again, I'm really only looking for a couple, 2 or 3 specific cards out of this set. Oh, we got Aliquis Croft himself. So, Aliquis Croft, Master Sleuth, a legendary creature human detective, 3/3 with vigilance for 1 white and blue. When you ETBs, investigate. You can pay X white blue blue, tap and sacrifice a clue to draw X cards and gain X life. Okay. Case auditor and a fancy land. We got a skeleton. We got a skeleton. Not the skeleton I'm looking for, but any skeleton. Any skeleton's a good skeleton. Let's be real. That is the hill I will die on. All skeletons are good skeletons. They're just doing what they're told. Ooh, an Undercity Sewers. One of the new surveil temples. As I don't know what people call them. That's what I call them, the surveil temples. A land, island, swamp. Enters tapped, but when it ETBs, surveil 1. And obviously taps for a blue and a black. Deadly Cover-Up. Sorcery for 3 black black. Bring it into view, why don't I? As an additional cost to cast it, I may collect evidence 6. I don't remember what collect evidence means. I'm pretty sure that means exile cards with total mana value 6 or more from your graveyard, I think. I've only played with this set once, and I don't remember. There's so many abilities in this game now. Anywho, destroy all creatures if evidence was collected. Exile a card from an opponent's graveyard, then search its owner's graveyard, hand, and library for any number of cards with that name, and exile them. That player shuffles, then draws a card for each card exiled from their hand this way. Wait. I think I'm having this realization again, but it doesn't specify non-land. Y'all, you could totally destroy someone, but especially a monocolor deck, if you exile basic lands. That would be incredibly rude. Aw, look at that. He's a good boy. You got a good boy. Okay. Get rid of these things. And we're gonna go through the charity decks. Oop. Didn't sound good. Alright. The decks, we'll start with, which one do we start with? I guess we'll go from left to right, at least from my point of view. I guess technically it's from your point of view too. We'll start with, at least for introduction's sake, Queen Calebin Krug. It's not gonna, there we go. Legendary creature, human noble, 2/3 for 1 red white. 4 tap, 2 discard 4 and tap her to discard all the cards in your hand. Then draw that many cards. You may choose an artifact or creature card with mana value 1 you discarded this way. Then do the same for an artifact or creature card with mana values 2 and 3. Return those cards to the battlefield. Activate only as a sorcery. Not great that's only as a sorcery, but dang, that's good. So the deck, as built, is mostly just 1, 2, and 3 drops. And obviously, mostly creatures and artifacts. So I can't remember what all there is for creatures and whatnot, but you know what? That's part of the upgrading process. We just have to look through the deck. Next up, we have some unusually large ninjas, thanks to Satoru Umezawa. Legendary creature, human ninja, 2/4 for 1 blue black. Whenever you activate a ninjutsu ability, look the top 3 cards of your library, put one of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. This ability triggers only once each turn. Each creature card in your hand has ninjutsu, 2 blue black. So the reason it's called unusually large ninjas is because there's a lot of artifact creatures in here with the prototype ability that not prototyped have ridiculous mana costs, but relatively beefy stats otherwise, like power toughness. So being able to negate creature costs is awesome. Especially if it means getting a big creature out for a lot less mana than otherwise you should be able to. Okay. Next up, the Bane of Commander as of who knows when. we have... Well, I say the Bane, it's mostly just... As soon as it was released, everyone has one of these decks. Literally almost everyone. I know at least 2 or 3 people in person who have one of these decks, including myself. A Miram Sentinel Worm deck. Legendary creature, Dragon Spirit. 6/6 for 3, green, blue, red. Has flying and ward 2. Why does it have ward 2? Nobody knows. But you know what? They stapled it on there anyway. Whenever another non-token dragon ETBs under your control, create a token that's a copy of it, except the token isn't legendary if that dragon is legendary. Why? Why? They did not need to do that. But they did. So yeah, just Dragon Tribal. Make a bunch of dragons. Cast 1 dragon, get 2. And then we technically got him, but unfortunately it was only because he suffered probably the worst fate imaginable. We have the Jelly Bean of Chaos, Omnath, Locust of All, our 5-color commander. For a legendary creature, Phyrexian Elemental, 4/4 for white, blue, Phyrexian black, red, and green. If you lose unspent mana, that mana becomes black instead. As far as I know, you do keep the mana. I would have to assume. It doesn't say you lose it. Well, it says if you would lose it, it becomes that mana, so obviously you keep it. And at the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, look at the top card of your library. You may reveal that card if it has 3 or more colored mana symbols in its mana cost. If you do, add 3 mana in any combination of colors, in any combination of its colors, and put it into your hand. If you don't reveal it, put it into your hand. Like, okay, at the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, look at the top card of your library. You may put it into your hand. Or, you may reveal it, get some mana, and then put it into your hand. And obviously, if you don't use the mana, don't worry about it. It'll just turn into black mana, and you'll get to keep it. Oh. What is going on over here? Anyway, as a reminder, we are up to $56 raised, and that means we are, well, as far as I know, it's 55 and some change, but, oh wait, no, it is 56, it's $56.07. I'm just now seeing that. Yeah, so we are $44 away from our first milestone, which is building a Lego set live on stream. A lot more easily doable than a Bob Ross paint-along, as it turns out. Not that I can't do the paint-alongs, but it takes forever to set up, and Bob Ross is using oil paints, whereas I'm using acrylics, and mine dry faster, and I can hardly keep up with him. But yes, we are going to go through and actually upgrade these decks now. So, let's see. I guess we'll upgrade Caleb and Krug first. So we'll break out the deck. And how did I do this last year? I think I did 5 cards in, 5 cards out. I think that's a good way to do it this year. 5 cards in, 5 cards out. So we have the commander herself, which obviously we're not switching. And we'll just see what all we have in here that maybe isn't the best. I think I'm gonna move this over here. Same with this. And I'm going to open up the architect pages for these things, or at least the one, whatever one I'm currently working on, that'll be the one I stay on, just so that way I have something, you know, as far as like a kind of monetary reference. Okay, so as far as the architect page goes, the estimated deck cost, excluding basic lands, is $55.81 USD, which is not bad at all. I'm honestly surprised how many good cards I got out of Neon Dynasty and Brothers War. Especially since I got a Brothers War draft box, couldn't get a set box. Oh, can you imagine if I got a set box? That could have been nuts. Let's see. Oh yeah, we got Fable of the Mirror Breaker. So we gotta see what cards we don't take out. So Fable of the Mirror Breaker, that's one of the good money cards. So that is gonna stay in. I think we're gonna keep. You know what? I'm just gonna look through and see what cards we have that are over certain price ranges. Obviously, anything over $1 should stay. I think Mishra's Bauble was a good one. I think. Let me look on here. It's close. And it's a good card. That costs nothing. So, I'm going to keep it in there. Lion Sash. Is that a creature? Yes, it is. Yeah, Lion Sash is a good one. Was Thunder Raiju? No. I'm just taking a peek, see if I can immediately... Oh, we got Myrel in there. Oh, an AO. Ow? AO? Oh yeah, that's definitely one of them. Cloudsteel Kieran. Oddly, no. I don't believe March of Otherworldly Light. Oh, no, it is. It is. I don't mind being wrong on that. Demolition Field, was that? Yep. I mean, it's a land. I'm not going to take it out anyway, but... Sure. If it's... Fresh heart. Yeah, that's not over whatever it was. Semblance Anvil. Nope. Okay, well, if I find Swiftfoot Boots, that's one. Okay, the sorceries were all... They totaled under $1, so... Still didn't find Fable of the Mirror Breaker, but I mean, I only went through half the pile. Takesha's Welcome, that's another one. There's Miro. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Is there anything else in here? In creatures that's worth over $1? Probably not. No. No, nothing else was. Okay. So, I think... Let's separate the lands out of this. Just to have less of a number of cards that I have to shuffle through. Oh, there's the Swiftfoot Boots. Missed those. Stasis Coffin. I would've... Okay. I guess it's not an expensive card. Granted, not all rares are expensive. I always forget that. By the way, if anyone wants to suggest potential upgrades, mindful though that I'm using cards in my own personal collection. I'm not ordering cards, but potential upgrades, then by all means, suggest a way. Alright, we'll put the lands back in the box, because the basics get tweaked to however the deck is built. And yeah, these are the cards that are over $1. Or I guess, which one was it? I guess in the case of Mishra's Bauble, just slightly, but you know, very good card. Noteworthy card that people look for, as far as I know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards. 8 really good cards, so those we'll keep in there as well, because we are not touching those. They are staying. Okay, so we could Michiko's Reign of Truth. Yeah, that's fine, because it deals with artifacts. We have a lot of artifacts, both as artifact creatures and just plain artifacts. So that's a good one. Meticulous Excavation is also good. Man, well, I guess we can get rid of Mishra's Mishra's Domination, because it's an enchantment. It's not doing what we want it to do. It's not doing what the deck wants, because it's not a creature nor an artifact. Yeah, we'll set some good cards aside too. Monster Swift Sphere is a good card. Ambush Paratroop is a good card for this because it can buff your team. Mishra's Domination, that's the card we're taking out. Thundering Raiju. Yeah, Thundering Raiju can also buff your team and then deals damage when it attacks, so... Classic Kieran has a good can't lose clause. Assembly Samurai has ramp. Artifact. The Ghost Shintais. The shrines. It's a creature. Mana value 3. Burnished Heart, just good ramp. Against excavation. The Anvil. Oh, yeah, the Anvil stays. Come on. That's not even a question. Alright. So these just put back in the box as well, because I mean they work with the deck. Let's see. You also want cheap creatures. Maybe cast a non-creature spell. Alright, so Kayla isn't casting them, so I think we're good getting rid of the Dwarven Forge Chanter. If anything, we might add a little protection in the instants and sorcery category, or I guess in the instants category. At the very least, the white shrine's going. Yeah, the shrines are not as much as I want to, for the sake of, like, oh, we have 2 shrines in here. Like, no, they're not working. They are not doing what the deck wants. So they can go. That's 4 cards out so far. So we need to add in, or we need to take out 1 more. Looking at Architect, is there anything that's not... Lauren's Escape is good. Why is that? That's common. Wow. Maybe Deadly Reposit, because it's only dealing 3 damage, and it's only to a tapped creature. Gains you 2 life, but we also have a card in here that players can't gain life, so... yeah, I think that's the way to go. And Orange Escape is good. Deadly Repose. Alright. We got our 5 cards out. So the rest of these can go back in the box. Now we just gotta figure out, what are we gonna put in? Well, if we're getting rid of Deadly Repulse, I should put up the actual page. Yeah, there we go. Move that back over here. Just because I realized you guys probably would... what the heck? No, don't do that. XSplit, stop it. You guys probably want to see what's going on. Deadly Repose, would take that off the list. We got our shrines to take out. Get rid of that and that. And then Mishra's Domination's also coming out. And Dwarven Forge Chanter. Again, this deck likes artifacts and creatures. Horse's Arrest. It's technically a but is it really removal? Activated abilities can't be activated unless they're mana abilities. Which, it could, depending on the commander, I guess, that's going up against. Maybe. Who knows? Alright. Let's start taking a look at some cards from my collection. We'll look at some artifacts first, just to see that I'm always afraid I'm muted. I shouldn't be, but I am. Anyway, how much did that change the deck value? It hardly brought it down at all. So anything I put in is definitely going to raise the value. So let's see. Maybe we'll put in... Do we need ramp, though? What do we have for ramp? Actually, that's a good point. I should look at ramp. If we're looking at artifacts, we should look at ramp. So let's see what we have for rare artifacts that might help us ramp. You know what? Maybe... What do we have for artifacts that can tap? Energy Refractor is not great. It is an artifact, and it technically makes a mana, but... You know what? No. I have an idea. We'll take that out. Yeah, I'm just looking at Unwinding Clock. That is not... Ooh, I just realized the one artifact I just picked out is actually a really good fit for this. Maybe time to just look into the oh, I bumped the mic. To look at well, that might be a good include. Alright, that'd be a good one. I know I'm not saying what the cards are, but that's actually on purpose. Because once I have the cards, that's when I'm actually gonna say what they are. Yep, that's a definite. You know what, we'll do that. That way all these things can be hit by the commander's ability. We got 2 pieces of ramp and one that turns some of your things into ramp, and then 2 fun cards. One is like I don't want to call it card draw. It's card selection, card filtering. I don't know, but let's take a peek at it. So, our cards that we're putting in, replacing these ones. First up, Bag of Holding. An artifact that costs 1. Whenever you discard a card, exile that card from your graveyard. You can pay 2 and tap it to draw a card, then discard a card. A little pricey for what you're doing, but you can pay 4 and tap it and sacrifice the Bag of Holding to return all cards exiled with it to their owner's hand. So, do this a few times, or at least enough times that it feels worth it, and then sacrifice it, probably on an opponent's end step or something. Get all those things back to your hand, and suddenly you just have a full hand now. Next up, the first in our ramp session is Boros Signet. Should be obvious why it's going in there. Red and white. Signet. Ramp. Then next up is our fun card that doesn't really net us anything, but technically when the other thing of it dies, we get our stuff back. And with ETB abilities, that could be something. The Mech Titan Core. An artifact vehicle for 2. It has crew 2, and when it's crewed, it becomes a 2/4. And you can pay 5 and exile it and 4 other artifact creatures and or vehicles you control to create Mech Titan. A legendary 10/10 construct artifact creature token with flying, vigilance, trample, lifelink, and haste. That's all colors. When that token leaves the battlefield, return all cards exiled with it, exiled with Mech Titan Core, except Mech Titan Core, to the battlefield tapped under their owner's control. So, get you a big thing with a lot of abilities. And if that big thing leaves, everything you exiled to make that big thing, minus the core, you get it back. Next up is our kind of mana fixing, kind of ramp. Definitely we have creatures in here that aren't artifacts, but we also have a lot of artifacts. Inspiring Statuary. An artifact for 3. Non-artifact spells you cast have Improvise. Artifacts can help you cast those spells. Each artifact you tap will reduce it by 1. Or whatever it is, pays for 1. And then lastly, we have a Vexing Puzzle Box. An artifact for 3. Whenever you roll one or more dice, put a number of charge counters on it equal to the result. Tap to add a mana of any color and roll a d20. And then you can tap and add, you can tap and remove 100 charge counters from Vexing Puzzle Box to search your library for an artifact and put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. I think those will be fun. So let's go ahead and add those to the deck on Architect. No, that's not what I wanted. Okay, where is Cersei? Oh wow, Spiring Statuary is not as expensive as I thought it was. Titan Core. I just realized I'm once again on the screen. Go back to that. Boros Signet. And Bag of Holding. And just like that, the deck value went up by like $3. Probably almost exactly $3, because it, excluding basic lands, the value is now $59.71. Which is real good. Really though, it's all the puzzle box. I'm pretty sure it's just the puzzle box that's making that number go up. Because the 5 cards we took out, I think were less than $1 removed. Just like that. That is one of the 4 decks upgraded. There we go. So that one we'll put up here. It's probably gonna, yeah. Interesting. Okay, I'm just reading something. Weird format thing. Weird, but interesting, and looks like it'd be fun. But I would have to build something specific for it. Uh-oh, Mondays is playing. Alright, so I'm not gonna call this the trash pile, like back here, but it's the trash pile. Because I believe, aside from, well, are they? Yeah, aside from the 2 shrines, which even then, I have both of them, in plenty, it's all common junk that's gonna be coming out. But anywho, next up is the next deck is Unusually Large Ninjas. So I think this one is where well, what do we have for... Okay, we technically have 3 pieces of ramp already. An Evolving Wilds to go search for a basic. Oh yeah, this is the $100 deck. I completely forgot about that. Alright. So. Let's see, I don't... What lands are there that might be... Oh, Underground River. So that's one we gotta look out for. I believe Chromatic is Lantern. Okay, Takanuma has to be. Swiftfoot Boots we already know is. Yeah, Takanuma is a Chembox, wow. Any others? Any other land? Mishra's Foundry. Let's take the lands as I find them. Cityscape Leveler. Oh yeah, that's definitely a powerhouse thing. Creeping Tar Pit, no that wasn't. 22 cents, but not here. Obviously Ginger Taxius is. Oh, was Ashnod? No. Myojin. Nope. Diabolic Intent has to be. Yeah. Junji has to be. There's the Underground River. Isher's Foundry. Over the throat wasn't, no. Very close though. And you weren't. Any instants that were worth $1 or more? Highly unlikely. No. Obviously. Oh, Gix's Command. Gix's Caress. Okay. Hulking Metamorph. Nope. Yugioh of Grim Betrayal? That do anything for you? Apparently not. Man, there that is. Ornithopter. Is that worth anything? No. March of Wretched Sorrow isn't. Oh, that's right. There's an Ink Eyes in this. Yeah, this is the deck people are gonna want specifically for all these cards. Gix himself. Platinum Angel has to be it. If it's not, oh, Gix is $20. Yeah, it's $3, $3 something. It meets the requirements. The Tertian thing? Nope. Okay. That's all the lands out of it. 37 lands. Well, yeah, that makes sense. So, for purposes of chat over here. So as far as actually, let me look and see what's. Who's any obvious or not as obvious? Unlikely. But if I don't look, then I could miss something. No, I got them all. Alright, so this is all of the cards that are $1 or more in this deck. That's insanity. Wow. Alright, so those are obviously going back in the box because those are worth something. commander, obviously, Satoru Umezawa. Now, we gotta find some cards that are, you know, maybe not that great. Take out 5, and then... Let's see. I think if we can get in a couple unblockable creatures... We already have 37 lands, that's fine. But if we can get 1 or 2 unblockable creatures, and then a few pieces of ramp. Just because we already have a bunch of giant stuff in there. Lots of good stuff in there. I think we have a lot of card draw. I think. What do we have for card draw? Let's get back to this so y'all can see it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not a whole lot, but I think there's other card draw stuff over here. So we got 1 from there. We got filtering, so yeah, we'll take that. 2. That's ramps, so that's actually good. It's a good blocker. Cheap as well. Yeah, I think we're good on card draw. Yeah, I think at this point we have enough card draw, even if some of it is looting effects. Looting and rummaging. Alright, so Futures Operative is a good one to keep. There's not a whole lot that I want to take out, it seems. Well, what does the enchantment turn into? Yeah, Life of Toshiro Umezawa is not that great, so... That's probably the first thing I'll take out. Then we could probably do with... out. Let's see. Oh, there's more card draw. Gix's Caress, I think, can come out. Because it's not the most useful thing. Wait, where'd it go? There it is. I saw Astronaut's something. Astronaut's Intervention. Oh, that's actually... Well, is it? It's kind of protection. It returns to your hand if you need it to. Silver Fur Master is actually good, so that's staying in the deck. So, let's see. Suchi Guard is staying in. It may be an 8/8 for 8 uncommon with Ward 4 and Vigilance. However, it's an 8/8 with Ward 4, and when it dies, you add 8 colorless mana. So, that's pretty good. Let's see, what else? Let's see, those two will stay. Actually, I just realized tapping creatures down is actually good because you can't block if your creatures are tapped. Oh. Good for actually. Virus Beetle. And taking good protection. Essence Capture can come out. It's a counter spell, but only for creatures, and it makes the thing bigger, but it's... Spell Pierce is good. Spell Pierce is good in there. What else? Replication Specialist ain't bad. Oh man, I need the Terrasian Mindbreaker for my mill deck. I'm just kind of realizing that. Prosperous ain't bad. I don't think I have a whole lot of ninja in here, but... set this one aside because maybe there's other ones that are worth taking out. I guess I'm taking that one out, but I still need one. I need to take out one more card. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is so difficult. This is actually a deck I would run right now. Planar Incision. Okay. I think I have the 5 cards. Hopefully it doesn't make too much of a dent, but let's see. So the cards in question are as such. Planar Incision. Even though it's a good way to protect some of our more favorite or important things, it's not what the deck's about. It's not what it's about. Dokuchi Shadow Walker. It's just very expensive. And yes, it has a ninjutsu ability. Costs about as much. It's less restrictive than our commanders, but it has no other. It's a 5/5 with no other abilities. It's not. It's good art. I like the art, but that's not going to save it. Essence Capture. I already talked about this one. Counter only a creature. You can only counter a creature spell. Costs 2 blue. It does put a 1/1 counter on a target creature I control, but that's not super worth it. Gix's Caress. Makes a Power Stone token, which are and just it's a duress effect, which I don't play those effects. They're not that great, especially in Commander. And then Life of Toshiro Umezawa. It's the creature on the backside. It makes a black, and you can only spend it on an instant or sorcery, but we aren't really fully relying on instants and sorceries, so we can get rid of that. So let's go back to this screen and remove applicable cards. Essence Capture. Gix's Caress. Dokuchi Shadow Walker. Planar Incision. And look at that, the deck is still worth over $100. So this deck is just gonna get even more nutso. So I mentioned unblockable creatures. So we already have a couple. I think maybe we'll just add. We just add one. Maybe we'll add one small creature and one big creature, or maybe one. What do we have for mana costs? We have quite a bunch that are high, but also a lot that are cheap. So maybe we'll add one small one and a couple big ones. And then we'll do 2 pieces of ramp. Yeah, that sounds good. Now, obviously, if we're talking about unblockable creatures, in a deck like this, we're going to want to go blue. Let's see. That's a tempting one. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay. So we'll see if we have that. I gotta have that in the other form. Just for value's sake. So that's gonna be our big one of our big creatures. Pick a card that's not worth my time. Wait, no, that's only a one-time effect, so that's actually not as great as I thought it was. Okay. That's. I feel like it was uncommon. The thing I'm thinking of. Wait. Works as both a creature and a thing, so I'll put that there. There's a creature and a mana dork. Is it not uncommon? What am I thinking? I don't even remember the name of the creature. I just remember the art, which is honestly makes sense for someone like me, but it's just so. No, I don't think it's uncommon. I believe it's a common, which is. Well, is it that weird? I don't think it is. Alright, the thing I'm looking for that would gotta have been rare. Yeah. Now we'll do that version of it. any of the big things in here? I mean, yes, but which ones are worth putting in is the real question. Wait, how many cheap instants do I have? Is it worth it? That could be interesting. Especially cheating it out. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna put that in there. I think I'll get a creature, a black creature, and then we'll go get a mana artifact. Okay. Oh, do I do this? Can. It would be so mean. I think I have to. I think I have to put that one in there. It's not even the... I didn't even have to look through a whole lot of black creature cards to determine this. And now just the artifacts, the mana artifact. I didn't even get the unblockable creature that I was thinking of. I just... yeah. And also because it's, I just looked in the comment zone, not in the, or do I? You know what, no, it draws you cards, so... I think it's fine keeping it in there. Keeping that is the thing. Okay. Put this back. And then we shall reveal what is getting switched in. So this deck is going to get a lot meaner. So, first off, you didn't see anything just yet. Secondly, first off, the mana artifact, a Dimir Locket. Simple 3-mana artifact, taps for black or blue, so you can pay mana and 4 mana and draw 2 cards. Sacrifice this and draw 2 cards. I'm going to save the really mean thing for last. But speaking on mana, how about a creature that taps for 2 mana, and can only be used, that mana can only be used on abilities? Like, this ninjutsu is an ability. Oh my. And this will pay half of it for you. Also, it's a 1/1 that, if ever needed be, could be your 1/1 that you send at someone that can't block it. Which seems pretty good. Now, let's start off with some of the... We'll go through the mean cards now. These are all different types of mean, but they're all mean. So first off, Tremocritus, or however you pronounce that. This thing. Legendary creature Kraken, 8/8 for 5 blue. Has hexproof unless it is attacking or blocking. And it can't be blocked unless all creatures defending player controls blocks it. So, first off, you ninjutsu this thing out. Next combat, swing at this with against someone, along with one of your little guys. And, I mean, if they don't block this, then, well, you're obviously getting 8 damage through. Or if they decide they're going to block this, which, if they've already seen you ninjutsu this thing out, seems like a dumb idea, because then you just ninjutsu out something else and bring back your tiny little dude. Next one, another 8/8, I just realized. Octavia Living Thesis. A legendary creature, Elemental Octopus, 8/8 with Ward 8 for 8 blue. It costs 8 less if you have 8 or more instants and sorceries in your graveyard, which is theoretically possible with this deck, but I think the big thing with this one is its Magecraft ability. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery, target creature has base power and toughness 8/8 until end of turn. So, imagine, if you will, you've just decided that you're not going to block my 1/1. And I have 3 other 1/1s that are attacking either that player or other players. I ninjutsu out Octavia. And then I cast Ashnod's Intervention and turn one of those 1/1s into an 8/8 thanks to the Magecraft ability. And then maybe I don't know. I could cast a few instants and sorceries and just have a bunch of 8/8s that are attacking people. This seems like something that'd be so much fun to do. And then speaking of things that could be fun to do, jokes. Actually, this was not something anyone is gonna find fun, or at least no one that you play against. Sheoldred Whispering one. Legendary creature Phyrexian Praetor, 6/6 for 5, black. And Swamp Walk. Beginning of your upkeep, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, that player sacrifices a creature. It's just so rude. It's so rude. So, yeah, this deck is about to get a lot better. Okay. Ooh. Sheoldred. Whispering one. believe this is the Oil Slick foil. No. Multiverse Legends 16? Foil? I guess it is foil? I don't know. It already added more value to the deck than all the other cards combined. The other 5 cards combined. Switch back to that screen. Oh, come on now. Octavia Living Thesis. Commander Legend. Omen Hawker. And Demir Locket. Gee, I wonder what the big ticket card was that just got added. Hmm? Why didn't it add Shieldred? Or did I not hit the thing? I probably didn't hit the thing. There it is. So the deck value has now gone up to, without basics, okay, those cost a lot more than I thought, but the deck value is around like $115. And yeah, I'm just gonna sleeve these up now. This is quite the deck now. Shieldred. Oh. I'm so happy I get to finally have a Shieldred in a deck. Even though it's not going to be mine, but I'm putting a Shieldred in a deck. And it's going to probably do something. Annoy a lot of people, but it's going to do stuff. Hopefully. And we'll put that deck up here. Back up there. Now, goes in the garbage pile. Back to my decks. Next deck we are upgrading is the Dragons, Miram. Yeah, I don't suspect I'm gonna have a lot of expensive cards in this. I don't know why that is, but I just believe so. Also, As far as land bases, I already put in some cards for color fixing for some of these. Those do not count towards this. Also, the thematic Evolving Wilds, because I had to. Manor Gate. Nah. Okay, so no lands are worth more than $1. So I can take all those out, or like separate those into a pile. Also, these are the decks. These next two are the ones that were made from Baldur's Gate and March of the Machine packs, specifically set packs. So there are a lot more rares. You would think that would have put up the value. Apparently not. So, is it showing on here? No, it's a little farther down the page. One of my favorite cards I put in here was Brutaclad. Because that's just... depending on what dragon you have out, that's gonna be insane! Oh my goodness! Like, imagine making a token copy of Thrakkus that's not legendary. And you already have a few tokens out. And then just through Brutaclad, you make all your tokens into the Thrakkus token. And suddenly your dragons are like double power, then double again, then double again, then double again, then double again. It's like, oh, my brain. Oh, or even just what else? What other good dragons are in here? Because I know there's a few. There has to be. Okay, what about an earthquake dragon? Just have a bunch of 10/10s. I'm just realizing. Oh yeah, there's a displacer kitten in here. Definitely doesn't feed this commander's ability. It does. It really does. I should go back to. I haven't been paying attention. I've been looking at things. Oh yeah, City on Fire's in here too. A City on Fire. What does that require? Oh, it's just a sorcery you control will deal damage. It deals triple that damage. Okay. And it has Convoke because it needed it. Actually, it for what it does, I'd say yeah, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. All the lands out. How many did I put in? I think it was 36. That does not feel like a 36 land chunk, but you know what? Sleeves are weird. I keep getting pinged. I don't think they realize I'm streaming. Expensive cards. Is there anything? Come on now. Here's Whim. Oh, Ren's Resolve is close. Oh, and Ren's or Renic's location. Yeah, that makes sense. City on Fires, I believe, obviously. Yeah, that's most of that budget. Fabrication. There's gotta be something in the creatures that's worth over $1. Besides Miram. I think Monster Manual was. Basilisk Collar has to be. Splacer Kitten, yes. I still haven't seen. Here's Whim. There it is. Okay, instant. It doesn't look like it. Oh, definitely not. No. Artifacts. Yep, Basilisk Collar. Figure. Yep, Monster Manual. Okay, the diamonds are not worth anything. Brutaclad. Ah, that's not. I thought it would have been. Just a little something. Surak and Goreclaw. Okay, that's. Guess I should have figured that. No. Owlbear Cub isn't. No, Earthquake Dragon. Oh, they're near the bottom. Okay, there's Surak. And there's the Earthquake Dragon. I think those are the two most worthwhile cards in the creatures, but let's keep looking. Oh. Avenging Hunter. That's a common. Interesting. Okay. I guess. Ooh. And obviously Displacer Kitten. Yeah, that's... Okay, that's... not as great as I was hoping, but... you know what? That's fine. So, here is all of our cards that are worth over $1 in this deck. Which, considering how expensive some of them are, and what they do, that's pretty good. I think it's pretty good. So these are obviously going back in the box, because we are not touching those. And we're just going to go back to this screen. and figure out what we're taking out. Inspired Tinkering looks like it could be good. And it's until the end of your next turn, because you're playing a sorcery, which is good. Coronation of Chaos seems good. Oh, actually, if I'm putting this in here, I think I know exactly what other card I can put in. Okay. Ooh. I'm gonna put Storm the Seed Core aside because I'm not super sold on it. Also, Lightning Bolt. Those two I'm not 100% sold on keeping in the deck. Where is it? Storm Seeker. Yeah. Those two. Lightning Bolt I may keep in because, you know, it's a Lightning Bolt. But also, it's just a Lightning Bolt. What else do we have? Okay, Blighted Burgeoning we're keeping. Same with that. Well, that just proves I'm gonna. There's gonna be like, I'm adding a very specific card to this deck. That one, I'm tempted. It makes It makes a token dragon though. It makes bodies for me. I'll put that one aside as well. Oh man, there's so many that I'm like, maybe, but also, I don't know. Actually, Cosmic Hunger. That can come out. Actually, no, you know what? I'll keep that in there. And I will... I'll wait for creatures with trample. One. Two, and it grants everything trample. Three. 4. 4. That's not great. Maybe we'll keep Storm Seed Core in there. Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt, I love you, but you're... I think your time is now to come out. I think Ambitious Dragonborn can also come out. What do we have for not so great dragons? Aside from Ambitious Dragon, whatever, Ambitious Dragonborn. See, I like the ones with the adventures on them because it's technically 2 spells on 1 card. Stirring Bard is not great, but I can see uses for it. Plus, it would mean we have 2 initiative cards in there, which, while the initiative isn't great, it's having multiple cards that can deal with it is better than having no cards or only 1 card, especially when one of them can be copied. Actually, 2 of them will be copied, so... Lurking Green Dragon, you're coming out. And Charlatan Dragon. Or Shardalin? I don't know how to pronounce that. I think those are the ones I'm gonna take out. Three of them are just common dragons that aren't really that good. I mean, one of them, you put counters on it and it could be big, but also it could just end up being like a 2/2. And, you know, getting 2 2/2s for 2 2/2s for 4 is Okay, now there's a couple things I could do. Put in... Actually, I know exactly 1 card I'm putting in. We actually just pulled it at the start of the stream. a very, very nice Garrick's Uprising. I know I save sharing what they are when I actually go to put them in, but come on, that's just obvious. Because there's a lot of power 4 creatures that are in this deck, and because I'm making multiples, like double them essentially, I'm getting double card draw, and it's giving everything trample. Flying in trample, albeit, like, that's just good. What else? Oh yes, I have a specific red card, specifically a sorcery, that I want to put in. Do not break the TV. Do not break the TV, me. I'm just gonna move this back because I keep almost hitting it. Sorceries. That's still artifacts. That's enchantments. Sorceries. I believe it's a sorcery. Actually, I just realized it's entirely possible I pulled that card from the stream, or maybe I didn't. Maybe it feels like I would have. It feels like I did. And now it is time for dragons. We took out 3 dragons, we're putting in 3 dragons, but they're gonna be better dragons. Is there any good dragons in this? I mean, there's a number of them in there. It could. Where else am I gonna play that? And it's only 4 mana. I mean, it makes dragon tokens. It's not doing... Considerations. At least know of it. Obviously, put that in. Yeah, that wouldn't be worth it. That has to. I don't... Too many good dragons, especially in red. But, man. There's one other thing I gotta look at. And it's multicolor. It's unlikely, but if I have a multicolor dragon, that might be worthwhile. Who knows? Maybe I'll put it. Oh my goodness. That's not a dragon. Not looking like I'm gonna... Freeze. That's a Hydra. That's a dinosaur. That's our Omni Boy. Man, you know what? No, I think those are going to be good enough. Those are going to be good enough, especially for this deck is... oh, come on, don't do this to me. Sorting system. Be kind. There we go. Why do so many multicolor mythics have to be foil? It's awful. Alrighty. So our 5 includes that we are switching in. Obviously, Garrick's Uprising. I mentioned that as the first one. I hinted at it, but the red card is Disrupt Decorum. Goad all creatures you don't control for a sorcery for 2 red. Make everyone attack each other, and then free range attacks, mostly, for me. Now, 3 red dragons. First off, a Leyline Tyrant. Creature dragon 4/4 with flying for 2 red. You don't lose unspent red mana as steps and phases end. There's a theme here. I'm noticing a theme. When it dies, you may pay any amount of red. When you do, it deals that much damage to any target. Having 2 of that seems really good. Next up, Wrathful Red Dragon. Creature dragon, 5/5 with flying for 3 red. Whenever a dragon you control is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to any target that isn't a dragon. Now having 2 of these out, oh, that is so mean, but I love it. And then lastly, Scourge of Valkus. Creature dragon, 4/4 with flying for 2 red. Whenever it or another dragon ETBs under your control, it deals X damage to target creature or player. I think that means any target. I think, maybe? I don't know. To target creature or player, where X is the number of dragons you control. And you can pay a red for fire breathing. It has fire breathing. Pay a red, it gets +1/+hotel end of turn. So, these things and put these things in. So, Lightning Bolt. Again, I love you, Lightning Bolt. It's just not that good in the deck. What's that one? Cosmic something. Cosmic Hunger. Ambitious Dragonborn. Lurking Green Dragon. And then the Artifact Dragon. It's 5 cards out. I keep forgetting to switch screens. So... oh, come on now. Oh, wait, no. Epic Uprising. And then Disrupt. Decorum. Oh wow. Not as expensive as I thought. Okay, that one is. Okay, Leyline Tyrant's a good one. Big hit. Wrathful Red Dragon. Another good hit. And Scourge of Valkus. Another good one. Actually, what did that say? Yeah, it says it's any target. I didn't know that errata was that recent. And with that, we went from a $55 deck to a $63 deck. Or minus the basics, 61 something. So let's do our thing with sleeves. We'll move on to our last deck of the evening. Or I guess because we're where I am, last deck of the night. And this one's going to be so hard to figure out what I want to do with it because of its coloration. Meaning, it's all colors. But, that'll be fun. It'll be fun. It'll be fine, too. Back up here. Put these in our junk pile. And zip on. We got messages, what's going on? Okay, not a whole. Alright. And the last deck of the evening, our Chaos Jellybean Omnith Locust of All. Honestly, next time we go to Zendikar, I want to see a colorless Omnith who's recovering. Oh yeah, by the way, it's been a while since I mentioned it, but this is technically a charity stream. We're streaming for Extra Life, raising money for the IWK in Halifax, Nova Scotia. We're just over halfway to our first milestone at $100. Our first milestone is $100. We just got over halfway there. So, yeah, if anyone wants to donate, $30 or more gets you entered into all the giveaways, which includes a Nintendo Switch OLED. Or $20 and up is just the giveaways minus the Switch. If you want to enter for the Commander decks, then it's $10 flat. There's other things like art prints, suggesting things for the Minecraft wall when I play that. There's Sour Mouth, which I will regret all my life choices. Yeah. Got something. Came in. Nope, my eyes are just bad. So, let's switch over to the screen again. We will go and find... I think this is it. Has to be, yeah. Okay, deck cost $67. It's not bad. I think for the budget land base, I put in all of the gain a life lands. Yeah, and an evolving wilds. It's not great, obviously, but for a 5-color deck, it's fine. Interesting. Mana production is not even. Oh well. Let's see. Ugh. There's just so many things. I think I was just doing big mana. Well, first off, let's go through and find our expensive cards. I don't think lands totaled anything. No, because I just have basics there. It's just the full art basics. So, I'm gonna go through and take out all the lands first. Make it easier to traverse the deck. I believe for this one I did do all full art basics. So even though there are a lot of basics in here, they are all full arts, so they are all obviously going to be worth something, but they're all going to be nice. Also, I'm pretty sure there are no repeat arts for lands. Which, I mean, is something I like to do. It can be jarring to some, but I don't know. I'm fine with it. Also, I'm realizing this has a lot of rares. They're going to be budget rares, but they're rares. and I don't take those out. Oh. Oh yeah, I have one of those in there. Oops, but not oops. Yeah, because, like, switch screens again. Like, there are no repeat arts. As far as I'm aware, I really hope there aren't. My aim was to have none. No repeats. There are some that are similar. But there's no repeat sets, I guess, is the better way to put it. Like, there's no two arts that come from the same set. The only exception might be, like, these ones, like the Gain Life lands. But I mean, that's different. Those aren't going to have the same art anyway. Let's put the lands back in the box. I have 36 lands. I think a lot of my commons and uncommons are going to be instants and sorceries and artifacts. The battle. Well, let's go through and look for the cards that are worth more than $1. The Deadly Dispute and Corrupted Conviction and Surge of Salvation. I know Monster Manual is. Vorinclex has to be. And yes, there is a Vorinclex in here. Voice of Hunger. Kenrith is. So I'm pretty sure he is. Yep. I can already tell you one card that's coming out, and that's Prize Statue. Traverse the Outlands. Corrupted Conviction. I'd be surprised if Shielders wasn't in a Deadly Dispute. Surge of Salvation. Yeah. Hoarding Broodlord. Gee, I would have thought Yargle was. Okay, that's going as well. Comforting Broodlord. Oh, I didn't actually look to see if Wormclex. Wormclex, yeah, obviously. Artifacts? See, there's something. Decanter of Endless Water. Monster Manual, already got that. Alright, now it's just creatures to go through. Starion. Dalton Marvin. Kogla and Udaro. It was... Huh. Interesting. I would have thought he would have been. Okay. So, again, let's switch back screens. I'm doing that a lot. These are all the cards that are worth $1 or more. Believe me, a lot of them straddle that dollar mark. That $1 to $2 mark. But there's plenty. And you know what? I think that makes it worth it. Or at least more worth it. And I've already decided on 2 cards I'm taking out. I might have a third one. Yeah. That's 3 commons. Honestly, I just might want ramp. Ramp and card draw. I think those are the things I want. Actually, what's this one? Not that one. Yeah, this one. Alright, I think that one is to come out. It doesn't have to come out, but I want it out. Yeah, it could be fine. Keeping that one in there. Man, there's not a lot to take out. And it's annoying. It's really, really annoying. Good for you guys, but annoying for me. Man, I don't want to take Lightning Bolt out again. Oh. I think I might get rid of Omen Hawker in this one, because I don't think there's many abilities to be activated. Mana ability. I mean, there's that. There's 3, 4. Actually, no. I think I'll keep that in there. I think I know what I'm gonna get rid of. Maybe I will. I will take that out. Yeah. The rest of these go back in the box. Back in the deck box. Oh, so difficult. But I think this might be the right choice. Now I need to find card draw. And that's in the blue box. Actually, how many things with power 4 or greater? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 15, 16, 18, 22. With the commander, 23. -2 because we're taking 2 of them out, so 21. You know what might be good for this deck? a little card called Garrick's Uprising. Who'da thunk? But first, let's look for some card draw instants and sorceries. Ooh. Oh, do I put that one in? It's tempting. It's very tempting. There's this. And everything is two blue pips. That is annoying. Maybe in the instance department. Alright, that one works. I can't put that one in. I can't. I'd like to, but also, no. Green enchantment. Gee, but I wonder what I'm looking for. Totally not a Garrick's Uprising. What a good card. Any instants or sorceries in green, by the way. I know I said about ramp, but you know what? We're making this a fun deck. That, I mean, it works for the pips, but it doesn't. It's not that type of deck. Maybe I don't do that one. As much as I want to, no. No. I'm changing my mind on a card midway through. Well, alright. That one works compared to the other one. Let's. We have 4 cards now. One. What other color do I want to use? There's 2 colors left and only 1 slot left for a card. How's about white? Certain champ. Maybe? In white? It could be 3 pips. Doesn't look like it. At least not on the rares and mythics that I have. Oh, that sucks. I mean, maybe not. Sorceries. Good sorceries. No. Be good to have, but also just no. It's almost good enough. So far not liking that. Little instance. Any instance. Oh. Well, there's that. sure. Why not? These decks are for charity. They're meant to be fun. I tapped the mic again. Oh, come on, man. Don't do that. Just realized. Maybe we do one of these. Maybe. No. I said maybe. The cards said no. Alrighty. We are taking out Omen Hawker. Taking out Change the Equation. Taking out Tidal Terror. Taking out Glooming Mauler, or Gloomfang Mauler. And Prized Statue. In their place. We are at it. No, not that. Commander's Insight. Next up, gee, what could it be? I mean, I have to. Because it's Jelly Bean Chaos. Speaking of which, there's this card, which I'm not going to say because I don't want to put $1 in the swear jar. And lastly, oh yeah, it's already on. White Sun Zenith. Okay, it went up a couple dollars. Not a terribly great amount, but you know what? This deck already has a lot of good cards in it. A lot of rares and a lot of uncommons. So it's not that surprising that, you know, that the price didn't change too much. Especially considering the budget options. Or the budgeting options and all that. And believe me, I want to keep a lot of these cards. But apparently it doesn't seem that expensive, so... yeah, they're just... I'll just buy them again when I get the chance. However, it does mean the last deck is now upgraded. And I believe I'd have to... Is that one? Oh, shut up with your failing. 60. Yeah, they're now. All of them are now a minimum of $60, not a minimum of $50. So wait. That's honestly such a win for you guys, though. Because... Stop that. Because it just means you guys get more value. As opposed to draft chaff and garbage commons. So yeah, hopefully y'all appreciate that, and hopefully you enjoyed the upgrading stream. Obviously I enjoyed it. I got to do Magic the Gathering stuff, and just talk about cards. I also got to open packs, and again, be befuddled by this thing. What? Destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. It does not say destroy the card. Like, really? Switch screens again. It's literally destroyed itself. What even is that? But anywho. Again, yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed. Remember, all giveaways are being drawn in November on game day. So you have plenty of time to enter if you're sitting there thinking, well, I want to, but I can't now. It's like, you got time. You got plenty of time. And if you're not sure what even is going on, Charity for Children's Hospital is the easiest way to put it. But yeah, Extra Life, I'm streaming specifically to support the IWK in Halifax, Nova Scotia. And any donations go directly towards that. I don't get any money out of that. There are plenty of incentives on my page for donating, from giveaway entries to getting art prints to suggesting video game characters for me to draw in an upcoming art stream. There's a number of things. There's a lot of things. Go look at the page if you're curious. And again, the Minecraft wall is probably going to be one of the streams for the next... a stream... If it's not next month, it'll be the month after, or... Yeah. Soon. I'm going to say soon. So, $15, you get to choose an item that I have to craft or find, and I put it in a frame. And... aside from no impossible items, that's it for now. And I'm tired and rambling again. I do that frequently, so I'm gonna sign off for night. And thank y'all for watching, those who have stuck around, and any who have been watching on the YouTube VOD. Hello, there's the donation link is in the description if you're interested. Yeah, thank you and have a good night. Bye-bye.